to the Crazy Work Podcast. This your host, Big Slim.
I'm your boy, AL, a legend. We got the legendary photographer, Ashley Stovall, in the building. Let's go.
Peace.
1610 and still growing, or still growing.
Yes, sir.
That's the name of the business, right?
Yes, sir. 1610, still growing.
All right. So what's the meaning behind that?
Bet. 1610 comes from my address. I was, lived on Park Drive, man. So my address on Park Drive was 1610 Younger Avenue.
Oh, okay.
So that's to show where I'm from. And I'm growing from that point on. So 1610 is still growing. That's where you get that from.
Bro, that's
I
wild.
like that.
I love it, bro.
Dope, man.
Appreciate it.
For real.
You went crazy with that one.
So what sparked your interest in photography first?
Oh, man, that's give you the short story, you know what I'm saying? Because write a book on that. But basically what it was, I always had that love for the art, love for the photography, man. And like I said, growing up on the West Side Park Drive, being on the block and everybody doing what they doing, I was always that kid that was just paying attention, you know what I'm saying? Just analyzing things and looking how things worked and looking at life a little bit different. And my pops used to have a camera in a drawer. It was like in the junk drawer.
Yeah. And
I was just so scared, just to ask him, could I play with it? You know what I'm saying? Back then you didn't touch your parents' stuff. You know what I'm saying? No matter if it was old, new, if it had dust on it, you just didn't do that.
My God, whoop.
Yeah. And I wasn't trying to get no beatings. So but I always just had this love for it. And then also at the same time I had a love for music. Okay. So from that passion for music, it pushed me. And when I went to college, man, one of my homeboys, Jamar Jones, had a camera, and he used to let me mess with it a little bit. Then we'd be doing shows. If I wasn't performing, I'd be like, working the cameras or whatever. And then once I popped and moved to Charlotte, I bought my own camera. And it's kind of been rolling ever since. You know what I'm saying? Just grinding with it, trying to get my 10,000 hours with it,
Oh, okay.
What's the 10,000 hours?
Man, it's the idea or the concept of you don't master nothing until you do it for 10,000 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So once you get to a point to where you've done something, no matter what it is in life, if you've done it for 10,000 hours, now you got to a point to where it kind of becomes muscle memory. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now when I pull out my camera, no matter where I'm at, based off the circumstances, without feeling like I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? I understand how to get the idea in my head out. And that's just something I believe in no matter what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's like an artist that constantly work on this music and it just come quite natural to come up with this.
Yeah, man.
If you're not, like you say, bro, it becomes a second nature after those 10,000 hours worth of work that you put in. And
that's a book by Malcolm Gladwell, man. It's a real good book. You might want to check it out when you get a chance. 10,000 hours.
I'm definitely gonna check that out, bro.
For sure.
Bro, like, far as like photography, do you have a certain style that you like to use when you shoot, or you have a certain concept that you go by?
It's different. Like if I'm doing somebody's birthday or something like that, it's not necessarily as artistic as what I like to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that's the part of the job part of it, I guess you can say. But I definitely have like what's called or considered an editorial photography style. As far as like who inspires me would be like Gordon Parks. Gordon Parks is the GOAT in my eyes. Ansel Adams. I love them. And you'll see you'll see those types of things in my artwork. Another photographer I like that a lot of people don't know he take pictures is D Nice. Everybody see him on the tables, or they done heard his rap.
You talking about D Nice from
D-Nice,
yeah.
D-Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
D Nice is a phenomenal photographer, man.
Shout out D Nice.
And one time I got to meet him, and he thought I guess I kind of took him off guard because I didn't say nothing about his music or him DJing the set that night. I was just like, I just love your pictures. And we just sat and rapped about photography for like 20 minutes. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's dope.
He give you like any type of game?
Yeah, man. He just the greatest game he gave me was to keep going and keep shooting. And I mean, when people reach out to me, that's what I tell them too. Just keep working.
So you don't really have a certain. How would you describe your photography style? You don't have a certain style, or you just go off what that customer is just asking at that time? Yeah. You create a vision for that customer?
I will create a vision, but it's a rhythm. So like everything I do has rhythm to it because it goes back to how I learned art.
Okay.
So it's going to come down to like samples. Like when I did a shoot last night, and all I could do was hear like the rhythm of the shoot. So it's like, yeah, I see the light, but it's like I'm moving to a rhythm. So when I get and I'm starting to edit in the pictures, I still hear the bass. I still hear these tones. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I create. You know what I'm saying? Like on that type of frequency.
Okay.
So it's, and I don't want to be boxed in. So let's say,
Oh yeah.
like to me, I want to be Hit Boy with the camera. Like, you know, when you hear Hit Boy, you know what I'm saying? He go produce for Nas, and it sound like this. He go do something for Music Soul Child, it sound like this. Then he might go back over to the West Coast, and he doing something with La Russell, and it got that West Coast feel. It's like, to me, I don't want to be boxed in. I just want to, as far as style goes, it's just creative, artistic, very avant-garde when I can. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig that.
Definitely want to ruffle some feathers. Like,
Let's ruffle some feathers.
With that.
yeah, you know, they'd be like, "Oh, why you doing that? What is he doing that for?"
Because I've seen a lot of photographers, like when I say, you know, the style thing, I guess they just stick to one specific like look. You know, they try to like brand a certain look, like, well, you know, this was me that shot this because it looked this way. But it's just be some, you know, it doesn't be a lot of artistic creativity.
Yeah,
to it, you know
I understand. Yeah, nah, like I want, like even my pictures, like I don't tag. You won't see like my name on the pictures because I want you to ask like who shot that, and then my goal is to be like, oh, he did that, and then you go to my website or you go to my Instagram, whatever, and you say, well, damn, he did that too. Like, yeah, it's I want it to be as different as possible. I just want to keep growing and keep trying and keep being creative. Like,
so the creativity part of it, of photography, it's like no pressure, like to have to shoot a certain type of way in order to be marketable.
Oh yeah, it is. I think that goes with anything right now. Like as far as in this realm that we living in, as far as whatever it is, even this podcast, like there's pressure to be marketable within that area or that space.
Absolutely.
But I try my best. Like this year, like last year, my goal was like I'm gonna book as many shoots as I can. Okay. And I did okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the year, because I don't really like to look back at my work, and I was like, man, I didn't feel like I was creative as I could be. So this year in 25, I was like, man, I don't care how many shoots I book. I just really want to be as creative as possible. So that when you look at 25 compared to what I did in 24, you're gonna be like, hey, is this the same photographer? And if it is, like, yo, he done grown a lot, or he's out here trying to do something different.
Still growing.
Because like
as long as you breathing, you still growing.
And with that being said, I feel like, you know, you focus more on your work and your creativity than trying to get just money out of people because you can shoot a few things. You know, you trying to work on your craft at the highest level possible.
Yeah, and I don't knock nobody for making, you know what I'm saying, for the grind and paying their bills with their art.
Nah, nothing wrong with that, but
you're definitely right. As far as me, excuse me, I just want to make sure that I'm being as creative as possible because end of the day, man, I want to make art. Like when somebody book me, I want them to be like, hey, I'm going to him because he makes art. You know what I'm saying? Not because, oh, it's my birthday and I want to wear this outfit. Like, nah, you want to come to me because you want to make art. You know what I'm saying? You want to do something that's going to be legendary, creative, that is going to, generations from now, when your kids are going through your great-great-grandkids are going through your pictures, they're going to be like, oh, my mama was dope. Look how fly she was. You know what I'm saying?
The Virgil of photography or something like, you know, in that nature, creating your own lane with this photography thing. Not just saying, you know, I shoot, but I shoot, bro.
Yeah. Because everybody got a camera in their pocket.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Cell phones.
Yeah. And you can do some amazing stuff with it, man. I took a class one time, and a guy, everybody else, you know, we in there with nice cameras. Everybody got their own cameras. Old dude come out with just his iPhone. And he took the best picture of the class. 2-day class, man. I mean, it was phenomenal.
So you took this class after you started the business?
Oh yeah, I still take classes.
For what?
Oh man, because you can't stop learning. Like
that's a fact.
I'm not anything I do, man. I'm continuing learning. Like with even with photography, on the minimum, I'd say I study about 4 to 5 hours per week. You know, at minimum. Some days, it can be a Saturday, man. I might be studying 8 to 10 hours, studying different photographers, understanding lighting, you know what I'm saying, looking at different lenses, poses, things that I feel like I'm weak at, you know what I'm saying, like all of that. Like I'm trying to be great,
So it
You know
never
what I'm saying?
stops.
Yeah,
It never stops.
You know, we grew up in that Jordan era, man. That's different. You know what I'm saying? When you
Yeah.
grow up watching if your GOAT was Jordan,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And my GOAT is Gordon Parks. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's my goal.
Yeah. Man, that's amazing. When do you find the time though? Like, because you doing your own marketing, you photography. I'm pretty sure video shoots, maybe here and there, music, football,
Coaching,
Yeah.
life.
come on.
You know what I'm saying? Work. So like, when
Family,
do you find
kids.
time?
Yo, it's crazy. So like, when do I find? I don't know when I do. Like,
I just
you know what I'm
do
saying?
it,
I just
right?
do it. Like, I feel like if I had this push, and I think y'all probably can relate to this, man. As we was talking a little bit before, if we had this push and this understanding of life when we was in our 20s, we probably wouldn't be in this room because we'd probably be millionaires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always think now at 46, like, yo, I don't have time to waste. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time to waste. So I might sleep 4 or 5 hours, get up and get it on.
That's me.
You know, it's wild that you said that because I mean I'm 43, right? You know, but I feel 50. You get what I'm saying? I feel 50.
Yeah.
Being all the way honest, and that's kind of been my motivation ever since I moved back to Statesville, got with Bro, and he kept saying over and over, he was like, man, we need to start a podcast, man. We be talking too deep. We need to start a podcast. And I'm like, I really wasn't seeing it at first because I really didn't even know what a podcast was when he was saying it. I just thought you just get two
I didn't
noses in the
either. I
microphone.
was just, let's get to it. Let's just do some shit.
Just
Let's
putting it
get
out there.
The urgency kind of kicked in when I was about 41, 42. It's like, damn, I don't think I got too much longer on this earth now. You know what I'm saying? So I started thinking different. Like when really what it was,
Hey, you
like
got a lot
I was at
longer.
work,
Let's go.
and I made it from temp to permanent. And they was like, do you want to have life insurance? I'm like, I ain't never had life insurance in my life, but my kids is getting older. I'm watching how people are passing unexpectedly and they ain't got no money for the burial. So I'm like, yeah, let me get the life insurance. And it's like, once I signed that paper, everything just changed. Now it's like, I got to make sure I got some type of legacy behind. I got to make sure my oldest son has the right mentality because he has a younger brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything, even down to my last name. You know what I'm saying? My father got diagnosed with Parkinson's after he beat cancer. And then you got me, and then you have my two boys. After that, my father's name is gone. So it's like everything changed, all the dynamics. Now I'm trying to learn photography, trying to do the podcast, and I'm putting 100% in everything.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, have you ever thought about getting into videography, bro? I'm just a question.
Yeah, I get asked that a lot. As far as video, it's a different beast. I get into it a little bit here and there, you know, because like you say, the marketing earlier, I have to approach it differently. We're gonna drop some stuff with the football team that I do. I usually do the video for the football team and all of that. But yeah, I'm gonna get into it a little bit more. But I don't not necessarily say I don't want to do music videos, but I want to tell stories. So I think what I'm gonna do is just continue to grow as I'm growing. But you're gonna see, as far as video, you're gonna see some things coming up real soon that I'm going to tell some stories in video and have some conversations with some people. Not necessarily in the podcast sense.
The narration.
Yeah, but we're gonna sit down with some people that have some interesting stories, and we cooking up something as they say. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Can't wait to see what that's gonna be. Definitely want to be a part of that, man. Can you share like a breakthrough moment that you had during your career?
Yo, it depends.
Or helped elevate your career, rather.
I don't feel like I've got my breakthrough on me yet.
Yeah.
Nah, and I say that like because like how do I gauge my breakthrough moment? And I say that because if I say it off of likes or comments, that's how I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? That's not real. As far as with photography, now with art. I had my first art show in 2021.
Congratulations!
And that was really dope. And I sold out my art show, so that was great. I'm very blessed. So that was kind of a breakthrough, but I feel like I'm still on the grind. I don't, I kind of like when you in the game or you playing, you don't look back. So I don't know if I've hit it yet, but I feel like I'm working towards it, and I'm trying to rewrite that algorithm. I always tell people, I'm trying to be what AI copies. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to you're using AI and you type something in, they give you something. it's coming from somebody's thoughts.
Yeah, that's
you know, and my goal is that one day that my thoughts is what AI has to copy.
Mm-hmm.
And if I did that, then I feel like my legacy is cemented.
That history, yeah. Yeah, bro, I can see your plight,
That's
man.
crazy work right there. What about teaching? You plan on teaching photography as well?
Yeah, so
Art, anything?
Yeah,
like,
I teach art now.
Okay.
Teach art now at NB Mills, man, currently. But I get a lot of inquiries, you know what I'm saying? Because I always feel like I have no problem sharing what I know with anybody that wants to know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the game is meant to be told, not to be sold, however that goes. But I just feel like people have blessed me along the way with just inspiration or words that can help me out, or, you know, I feel like I want to do that too. So you'll see some of that space too on my YouTube page when we actually be dropping a video. I think it'll be ready August 1st. And it's going to be my first time where you guys will be able to have the opportunity to watch how I go through a shoot. So it's a shoot that I did with a model, and we did everything from how I styled the shoot, you know what I'm saying? Because some people don't know how to style a shoot. And then I show you that it don't cost a lot to style a shoot. So we did it at the Goodwill, you know what I'm saying? Went to Goodwill, got an outfit together for like $10-15.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to show you. You'll see the lightings that I use. You'll see the technique that I use as far as, because I use a different technique that some people might not know about, but it's in your camera. So you're going to have that opportunity. And my goal is right now, because it is football season, I'm kind of busy. But I'll do one of those a month. And then in 26, we're going to get going a little bit harder. But yeah, so I'm going to share, and, you know, I'm blessed to have a gift, so I'm going to, you know, use my gift and share it with others.
Yeah, you definitely got a gift,
amazing, bro. Really.
I think like all of everything that I've seen you do from your work, I feel like it's alive in its own. It's like, it's not just a picture, it's almost like a 3D person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen, especially with your maternity joints, those is like, it's super dope, man. Like, and it's kind of like cultured almost.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like culture photography, I guess, if I could put a word to it.
Yeah, I get what I definitely do. Maternity is cool. Cause I know, like, you know, when you're a dad, it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you see a kid, you know, you done been there for the process of how that belly growing, you know, that child grow. And it's like, always trying to tell a story. And I feel like maternity pictures are definitely telling a story. Because you catch that woman's glow, you know, and it's something that they're going to always have. Like I say, when I'm working on this photography thing, man, it's not just for that person or that client that I'm working with. It's for generations down the road. Because I remember, even now, especially because like we was talking about earlier, like certain people gone. And those people are gone. And like one of my cousins just posted a picture of my grandfather and all his brothers, you know, and there's only one of them left. You know, and that picture I showed my daughter, like, you know, this is your great uncles. She don't know him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe one day she'll show that picture to her kids. You know what I'm saying? And their kids. So I feel like when I do that and I include that in my art, man, it really stands out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm humbled by that, and I feel like that's some little pressure, but I take on that.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. You like, at the same time, you know, you taking on that really keep your creativity at an all-time high, because you setting a standard for yourself.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, you got to, man. Yeah, you definitely do.
That's crazy. Right?
So what's your thoughts on collabs, though? As far as, like, you know, with other content creators or other photographers?
So I do some content collabs. Like I did a collab with Tevin Allen and my boy Travis Gillen. Shout out to Trav. A couple weeks ago, we did a video with him. Tevin, his brother is Michi, who does that. What's that? Cowboy Selling, one of those, you know, those songs right there.
Boots on the ground. And
like one of those joints. But Michi pretty cool. It's Cowboy Selling, I think that's what it is. But yeah, they do all right. I do some collabs here and there. I have no problem with doing collabs. Like we was talking about earlier off camera, man, I just got a problem doing with people who are not as serious, not as hungry as me. Because like you say, we at that point now, man, where every second counts. If you got some creativity and you got an idea, I'm definitely down to explore it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If it makes sense.
Yeah, it gotta make sense. Believe that.
Yeah.
It got to make sense.
Yeah.
Like we always say, bro. Like anything we try to do, if people talk about things that's not making sense, it ain't gonna.
Yeah, because
It ain't
you know,
gonna
man,
rest.
cats will talk your head off, boy. So
Yes, yeah, they definitely would. Bro, I'm telling you, we got the master plan. Listen, I got the lawsuit coming in. It's $1 million. I'm gonna give you half of it. We're gonna fly in. The people who kept me. Man, you ain't gonna do a damn thing.
And you got to be careful about your whole vision and creativity around certain people because they will jock that energy and try to run with that.
man, you know
what
that
I'm
as a
saying?
musician, man, you know that.
Facts.
That is true, man, and they'll change it. You know what I'm saying? So.
It's a dirty game.
Yeah.
It's definitely a dirty game.
I don't
period.
mind a person being getting influence from what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, but don't just take my whole thing and do, you know.
But you
Yeah.
know what's so crazy though, bro? I think you said it last week. You was like, people that find influence from you and won't even be real enough to tell you.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
That-
yeah, that's true.
Like,
That's true.
That's
bro.
100.
And I feel like if you can't tell somebody like, hey man, what you done inspired me, I feel like you might, it might be a little hateration in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't want to, and I feel like I don't get that from, people that really, I get that from people that know me, but people that just know of me, complete strangers just say certain things to me that it's out of this world, and I'll be like, I appreciate that,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's
But I don't hear that from the circle of people, maybe a few here and there, but I'm still not focused on what they worried about anyway, because I'm just trying to stay consistent at what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? The consistency of what I'm trying to do works for me.
There's one more question that I want. I ain't gonna say one more, but you ever had a situation where somebody might have came at you like, I want to book you for a photo shoot. They got an idea, but when they walked in and you seen them, you got like an instant rearrange of what you want to do. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, positively and negatively.
Let's go with the
Let's talk
positive first.
let's talk about
Positively
that.
and negatively. Because, again, I say this, man, because music is such a part of who I am. You know what I'm saying? As far as how I see life. So it's like, when somebody comes to me with an idea, it's like they coming to me with like a skeleton of a song. So when they come to me, it's like, you got an idea. Now let me take these drums, and I might need to change that second chorus around. You know what I'm saying? Like, the bridge need to be there. And that's literally how I look at like taking pictures. So it's like, you got this idea, but let's switch it up a little bit, because based off how you look, or based off of, how you want to put it together, it might not necessarily fit.
Should have been working with you a long time ago, buddy, for real.
And because I'm still a producer at heart, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at it. I think it's been some shoots where I've done that, and it's leveled up. You know what I'm saying? Then again, it's leveled down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has happened.
That's life, though.
It is.
Oh man, but I know you got this special offer going on right now.
I do.
You said $100 for a mini shoot.
Yeah, man, for a mini shoot. Summertime's a little different. The game's different. And like I said, I've actually turned down some shoots this year. You know what I'm saying? Because I've really been focusing on creativity and scheduling time for creativity. And I still want to get out there and work with people, because they push me to be better as well. So what I decided to do was go and offer mini shoots. I've never done that before. And basically what that is you get the book with me, and instead of doing a usual hour and a half shoot, we get a 30-minute session in. It's usually more than 30 minutes, to be honest with you, because every time I shoot, you know what I'm saying, it's like, you remember when you first learned how to freestyle and you just hear the beat, and somebody, if they keep playing the beat, you're going to keep going? So that's kind of how it gets.
Like this.
And you gotta feel the energy.
Yeah, you definitely
feel
do.
it. If you ain't feeling it, you wasting your time.
Wasting your time. No. So that's what I decided to do, was to go on and do that for a little bit, and I'm going to do that probably until second week of August 8th. That'll be over.
That's good. That's good.
But what's cool about it is you can book the shoot now, and you have a year from the date that you can want to do it.
That's great, bro.
So a lot of people, parents and stuff like that, or seniors who are looking to book, or they got that bill already for them senior pictures, and they look at the quality of the pictures, and senior graduation pictures usually run about $300.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they can look like
You better come get that $100.
I'm telling you, them old meals.
Yeah,
Stop playing.
use it for proms. I had somebody's going to use it for the engagement pictures. So it's like, it just gives me an opportunity to work and meet some new people, man, before I really lock in for this fourth quarter where we'll start getting into some other stuff that I got. This not necessarily going to not be photography, but like I said earlier, I'm going to get into telling some stories in a different manner than just holding my camera. So we're going to see some stuff coming up that it's going to take my time.
Yeah, bro, I heard you say, like, some of your shoots may be an hour, hour and a half type of shoot. Like how do you kind of, like, set up and develop your shoot as far as the time that they're going to be there? Do you have certain things set up, refreshments, resting time, or whatever for that customer throughout that shoot?
Oh, yeah, definitely with maternity. You got to get those girls breaks. You know what I'm saying? I got a chair in front of the air conditioner, you know what I'm saying, ice water, the whole nine. But what I do usually on a typical shoot is we're going to, you know, when somebody book, I send them a text, email, of course, thanking them or whatever. But then I like to hear their ideas. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I'm taking the pictures, it's definitely a collaborative effort. Okay. So we're going to talk about the different things that you like. You might send me some examples, things like that. And we're going to put together what's called a mood board. Once I put together your mood board, then I look at it and say, well, if it's only one outfit, it should take X amount of time, but I'm still going to gauge it a little bit longer. If she has or he has multiple outfits or they're doing something like a brand, like I worked with a brand not too long ago where they get multiple outfits for their new clothing line they about to drop. Okay. So that's an all-day type of shoot. So you got to gauge that as well. And then if it's like a wedding, things like that, that's kind of different because I got to bring in assistant photographers that I work with. And we got to do that. And then if it's videographers, which I don't usually do the video at weddings, I usually bring in
I can
some
see
people.
Yeah.
It's
You did
different structure.
Byron and Lanish's, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Longs.
I did the engagement picture. Shout out to them, man. Good people. Nish, I've been knowing her forever.
Yeah, but it's crazy because that's really how I started following your work. You know what I'm saying? Because when I came home, you know, I seen them post. I was like, damn, did this picture? Bing. I said, damn, bro, doing that. Start scrolling. I said, that's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy work. Yeah. I like that, though, because, you know, we say it all the time, like, you can't be 40 doing these things that you did at 30. I'm glad when I got out, you doing something major, something positive, something good. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the same thing every day. You know, like Keystone in your right hand. You know what I'm saying?
You already know how that goes.
You gotta keep growing, man. Like I say, you gotta keep growing. If you live and you're growing, man, and you know, find some different things. Yeah, for sure.
Let's show this video real quick for the people so y'all can see what actually Stovall got for y'all, man. 1610, still growing.
Yeah, still growing, y'all.
Hey, what's going on? My name is Stovall. I am the artist and the creator behind 1610stillgrowing.com. You know, the guy that did this, also did this. Yeah, I did that too. Well, guess what? I got an opportunity right now that I've never offered before, as in never. Right now, if you go to my website, 1610stillgrowing.com, yeah, you see it. You can book a mini shoot. And what that mini shoot can do is you can use that shoot for a birthday, graduation, updating your headshots, so many different other opportunities within the next calendar year. So right now, if you go to my website, 1610stillgrowing.com, you can book an individual shoot for you or maybe even somebody you love. It can make a great Christmas gift. And as always, man, if you're still breathing, you're still growing.
My daddy got another one.
That beat fire.
The beat had me over here bobbing, man. That little jazzy joint. That sound like
that's my type
DJ Premier or something.
Hey, man, appreciate it.
I was about to spin it on 16 bars. I still got it too.
I keep a couple in the chamber. Shout out to the life, man. Shout out to the life. We always keep something in the chamber.
Man, that's hard. That's hard right there, man. You know, at this time right here, we got to shout out our sponsor, Jharris. You know, Jharris Investments, building up the community. I said that all backwards.
Yeah, but he building up the community, bro. He's steady buying up the whole city, my G.
He's buying the block. He's buying the block.
Yeah, safe, secure,
right
affordable housing, building up the community one house at a time. Jharris Investments. Y'all already know the link going to be at the bottom in the description. We're going to have Ashley Stovall's link in the description. Definitely book that $100 mini shoot. It's going to be well worth it, for real, for real.
Yeah. Go like, share, subscribe, comment on this. Let's get
Appreciate
to
it, man. Appreciate it.
Always anything you want to tell your supporters?
Nah, man, just on the lookout for some new and creative things that I got going on. I just really want to say thank you, man. Appreciate y'all for letting me come on y'all platform. I appreciate the love, man.
For sure. Yeah.
Like you were saying earlier, the love that you get from people that you don't know. I'm truly grateful for that, man. That ain't just words. You know what I'm saying? That keeps me motivated to keep going and to create art. So I'm just truly blessed at that, man. And I'm thankful for my wife and kids and my team, man. Moms and pops, nothing but love.
Oh yeah,
bro. It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Definitely.
Thank God, man. Hope to come back sometime. We wrap it up again.
Anytime, bro.
Yes, sir. Crazy work.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to definitely build this network. So y'all stay tuned. We got something else coming up for y'all, man.
Yeah,
Go.
1610 still growing. Peace.
Peace. What's going on? My name is Stovall. I am the artist and the creator behind 1610stillgrowing.com. You know, the guy that did this, also did this. Yeah, I did that too. Well, guess what? I got an opportunity right now that I've never offered before, as in never. Right now, if you go to my website, 1610stillgrowing.com, yeah, you see it. You can book a mini shoot. And what that mini shoot can do is you can use that shoot for a birthday, graduation, updating your headshots, so many different other opportunities within the next calendar year. So right now, if you go to my website, 1610stillgrowing.com, you can book an individual shoot for you or maybe even somebody you love. It can make a great Christmas gift. And as always, man, if you're still breathing, you're still growing.
My daddy got another one.